Welcome back, guys. So if you remember, we were all tinted off and removing asbestos containing material. We couldn't go inside last time you were here, but all the removal is complete. The containment's been taken down, so we can actually go inside now. You'll notice there's a lot missing from the house, and that was everything that contained asbestos. And then there's a lot of equipment missing as well. We had the containers out here, and enclosed the material that'd be taken to the landfill. Of course, everything from the abatement crew, all their equipment was here and is now gone. So now we're ready to start demolition on the house and take the house down. What did transpire in the meantime is we had to get a radiation survey after all the asbestos was removed. They came in, they did their survey. That was through the CDPHE, or the Colorado Public Health and Environment. And they came through, did a survey of all the different materials, and we found that mill tailings were used as backfill as part of the mortar and the brick. It's in the concrete. The mill tailings were, at the time that this house was built, was a free material that was produced by the uranium mills in the area, and was used oftentimes in the building process. The downfall is mill tailings have radiation and cause cancer and are dangerous, and especially exposure over time. So because of that, we can't just come in and knock the house down. We actually have to separate these materials out. They're taken to another special site where they'll be disposed of by the city. So we get to take a look inside. We'll go inside, look around. I think you'll be really surprised, one, how clean it is after the abatement crew left, and also just what has gone and is now missing from the house. I'm excited to show you, so come on in. So this is what it looks like post-abatement. You'll notice that there is a lot of material here that's missing, all the drywall. It is very much a house ready for demolition, so you can tell like the staircase is out. I can't take you up that, but we can go around. Let's actually walk into the old kitchen. You can see it a little bit better. You'll notice all the drywall's gone. And there was a joint compound that actually contained asbestos. That's all been taken out. Insulation's been taken out because that's part of the process. They can't properly remove the drywall in front of the insulation without also contaminating the insulation. It's worth noting that all of this brick, because it does contain radon from the Climax mill or the mill tailings, that as we demo this house, as we take it apart, we actually have to sort out all of this material from other materials like wood that don't contain radon. So now we've moved into the formal dining room, or the dining room itself. Check out this really cool fireplace. At one time, this house was probably top of the line, and it's about as cool as you could get for its time period. See-through fireplace, actual fireplace, wood-burning fireplace. Goes out all the way. There's actually a fireplace underneath this fireplace. That's cool. We'll show you that a little bit later. But again, all of the material that you're seeing removed, drywall, insulation. We're walking now into the living room. All the flooring's been removed, mainly in here because the flooring that was here was carpet. It's impossible to have that without getting contaminated with asbestos during the removal process. So all that had to be taken out. So actually looking right here, they left some of the drywall. The reason they could leave this drywall, it's clean, right? It's been cleaned, but there's no joint compound on the seam. So it's not the drywall itself that's the issue, it's the mud and the joint compound. They actually mixed asbestos fibers into that as a bond. It's something to hold it together. So there's none here. They didn't have to take it out. That's part of the visual inspection by our consultant, is to come through, visually make sure that we removed what we need to remove and that we're clear of identified asbestos containing material. You can also look down, same with the kitchen. All of the floor tiles are out, and you'll notice there's no like black left from the mastic, and that's what that's what holds the asbestos, and that material is the mastic. Again, it's a bonding agent. That asbestos was put in there. Okay, so we're in the basement, and what you're looking at here is the foundation wall, the stem wall to the basement. So this is also the retaining. It retains the ground outside and all of the soil there. So this is concrete. It is a Portland product, and what they've done, and the reason that it contains radon, or has been identified to contain radon, is because they used the mill tailings, which have radon, in this actual product itself. And then also the dirt outside of this wall that is up against it, the backfill, also contains mill tailings. So a lot of this is got radon in it. Moving on down, you can see all the different materials. They transition, they have some wood framing intermixed, more concrete wall. Again, this is a foundation wall. And then we move to a CMU block. Same here, it's in the actual grout itself. They mixed in that product, so it all has to be separated. What's really cool about this is you can see here on the concrete or the floor slab, you can see the mastic. And this mastic is a glue-like substance that holds down carpet, tile. In this case, the reason you can still see it here is this is non-asbestos containing material. It wasn't identified to have asbestos, so it can be left right where it's at. And we'll just remove the slab like we normally would, take it out with our excavator that's coming. What's also interesting and worth pointing out, as we look up, you can see ceiling tiles. A lot of times during this time period, ceiling tiles contained asbestos, and same with the mastic or the glue that held those up, a lot of times also contained asbestos. Check this out. This is a sample that was taken of a gun safe, so a steel gun safe. The inspectors are so thorough that they actually took a sample of the inner core to make sure this gun safe that will be disposed of doesn't contain any asbestos. That wasn't an easy job, and that really goes to show just how thorough these guys need to be and how seriously they take this. So this spot may actually look familiar to you. You'll remember this area from the last time we were here. It looks vastly different, but if you remember, there was a wall of poly here with red tape. This area was tented off. They had the shower here. They also had the air monitoring device that was monitoring the negative air to make sure that they were keeping negative air and exhaust up. All of this has changed. All of it's now gone away. They've pulled all of that down, cleaned the area, and then packed it all off. So we're excited, coming here shortly in the next couple of days. The demolition contractor will come on site with his excavation equipment, and we'll start to take this house down. We're really looking forward to it. We're gonna have you back around to check that out with us. We'll show you some footage from that, maybe take a look around and explain a little bit more what's going on there. If you're enjoying this content, please share it with your friends, like and subscribe. It really helps us out, and we'll see you next time.